Imagine standing at the edge of a quiet forest in Japan, the morning mist curling around the bamboo trees. You feel the cool air on your skin, your heartbeat steady, your mind clear. This is the essence of the samurai, not just warriors of the sword, but masters of themselves. Today, we're going to explore the samurai method to perfect self-control, a way of living that sharpens your mind, strengthens your body, and calms your spirit. Self-control is not something you switch on for an hour and off for the rest of the day. It is cultivated through habits, through rhythm, through respect for your own body and mind. Timing is everything. The samurai understood the power of the day, and so should you. Rising with the sun, moving with intention, giving your body the nourishment it needs at the right moments, this is where discipline begins. Eating mindfully, choosing whole foods, allowing your body to digest and rest, and understanding your own energy cycles helps you act with clarity rather than impulse. Exercise is more than building strength, it is training your mind to remain present under strain. Simple, consistent movement, a walk through the forest, calisthenics in the quiet of dawn, stretching to awaken your muscles, aligns your body with your purpose. The samurai trained their bodies so that even under pressure, their mind remained still. You can do the same, by respecting the flow of your body and pushing only as much as it can handle, day by day. Mental well-being is the foundation of control. Meditation, reflection, and breathing techniques are not just rituals, they are the way to understand your own mind. When a thought arises, acknowledge it, but do not act on it without reason. Observe yourself as a samurai observes the world, calm, alert, and intentional. Journaling or sitting quietly in stillness can reveal patterns and give you the space to act deliberately rather than react automatically. Lifestyle shapes the warrior within. Simplifying your surroundings, organizing your time, and removing distractions allows your focus to sharpen naturally. The samurai embraced minimalism because every possession, every commitment, and every habit has weight. By consciously choosing what you allow into your life, you strengthen your ability to stay disciplined. Even small decisions, waking at a certain hour, preparing a meal mindfully, moving with purpose, reinforce control in larger, more challenging moments. Over time, this practice becomes natural. Self-control is not a forceful battle, it is a quiet mastery. It's the calm in your breath, the steady step, the focused mind. Like the samurai, you learn to act with precision, to know when to pause, and when to move. You cultivate patience, resilience, and clarity in a world that constantly pulls for distraction. Every day, every choice, is a chance to walk this path. By aligning your timing, your nutrition, your exercise, your mental habits, and your environment, you become more than someone who resists impulses, you become someone who moves through life with purpose, awareness, and balance. Rising with purpose is the first step toward mastering self-control, and it is far more than simply opening your eyes in the morning. The samurai understood that the start of the day sets the tone for everything that follows. When you rise with intention, your mind is already primed for discipline, your body ready for action, and your spirit aligned with your goals. It is not about waking early simply because the sun rises, but about greeting the day with awareness, treating each morning as an opportunity to train your mind and body, and stepping into life with clarity. The moment you wake, avoid distractions that fragment your focus. Reaching for a phone or rushing into the chaos of the day immediately surrenders control before you even begin. Instead, pause for a breath. Feel the weight of your body, the rhythm of your heart, and the quiet space of your mind. This is the foundation of rising with purpose, noticing yourself before the world notices you, centering your awareness in your own presence. A calm, deliberate morning allows you to act rather than react, to respond with intention rather than impulsivity. Creating a ritual for the morning is essential. The samurai practiced routines that prepared them physically, mentally, and spiritually. You can do the same by incorporating simple, meaningful actions. This could be a few minutes of stretching to awaken your muscles, a brief meditation to steady your mind, or a moment to plan your day with clear priorities. Every deliberate action in the morning reinforces your ability to maintain focus and control throughout the day. The key is consistency. The power of rising with purpose grows over time as your body and mind learn to recognize the rhythm of preparation, focus, and readiness. Attention to timing is crucial. The first hours of the day are when your energy is most balanced and your willpower strongest. Using this time intentionally allows you to accomplish tasks with clarity and efficiency, avoiding the fatigue or distractions that accumulate later. This is not about filling every minute with activity, but about aligning your actions with your highest potential. The samurai would prepare their bodies, sharpen their minds, and reflect on their duties before stepping into the uncertainties of the day. You can mirror this by beginning your day with deliberate actions that strengthen your self-discipline and set the tone for calm, purposeful engagement with everything that comes after. Rising with purpose also extends to how you move through your day. Starting deliberately encourages a mindset of control rather than surrender. The way you carry yourself, the choices you make immediately after waking, and the clarity with which you plan your day are reflections of your inner discipline. Each morning is an opportunity to practice patience, focus, and awareness. The more intentional your rise, the more natural it becomes to act with control in every other aspect of life. The simplicity of the act, just waking and being present, belies its profound impact. By greeting the day with mindfulness and intention, you establish a rhythm of discipline that carries through your body, mind, and spirit. This is not a one-time effort but a daily commitment, one that strengthens your ability to remain calm under pressure, to make decisions with clarity, and to engage with life from a place of mastery rather than reaction. Each morning, you reaffirm that your actions are deliberate, that your energy is respected, and that your mind is ready for the challenges and opportunities ahead. Nourishing your body with mindful eating and proper rest is a cornerstone of self-control, and it is something the samurai understood deeply. The body is the vessel through which discipline is expressed, and without tending to it, the mind cannot operate at its sharpest. Eating with awareness is not simply about choosing the right foods, but about engaging fully with the act of eating, understanding the energy your body needs, and respecting the natural rhythms of digestion. When you sit down to eat, take a moment to notice the colors, textures, and scents of your food. Chew slowly, allowing the body to process each bite, and focus on the sensation of nourishment. This practice connects you to the present moment and trains your mind to act with intention rather than impulse. Balanced nutrition provides the energy necessary to sustain focus and discipline throughout the day. Lean proteins, fresh vegetables, fruits, and whole grains supply the body with steady fuel, avoiding the crashes that come from sugar-laden or overly processed meals. Hydration is equally vital. The samurai drank water intentionally, recognizing that a hydrated body supports clarity of thought and agility of movement. Small, consistent choices in diet accumulate over time to create a body that is resilient, strong, and responsive. Mindful eating also helps you notice how certain foods affect your energy and mood, allowing you to refine your habits to better support both mental and physical performance. Rest is the companion to mindful nutrition. Just as a blade must be honed and tempered, the human body and mind require time to recover and renew. Adequate sleep allows cognitive processes to consolidate, memory to strengthen, and emotional balance to stabilize. Waking up refreshed after a full night's rest enhances decision-making, self-regulation, and patience. The samurai adhered to routines that honored sleep as a sacred practice, understanding that fatigue undermines control and precision. By prioritizing rest, you are giving your mind and body the foundation to execute your intentions with clarity, energy, and resilience. The timing and quality of both meals and rest are interconnected. Eating too late or too heavily before sleep can disturb your body's natural rhythms, making it harder to rise with purpose and focus the following day. Conversely, structured meal times and a consistent sleep schedule create a rhythm that your body and mind come to anticipate, reducing distractions and internal conflict. This rhythm mirrors the discipline of martial arts, where every movement, every breath, and every action follows a deliberate pattern. By aligning your lifestyle with these natural rhythms, you reinforce control at the most fundamental level, within the body itself. Mindful nourishment and rest are not acts of rigidity, they are practices of awareness and respect. By choosing foods that strengthen and energize, by observing how your body responds, and by allowing sufficient rest, you cultivate a temple for the mind to operate freely. Every meal, every hour of sleep, becomes an opportunity to practice discipline in the simplest, most direct way. The samurai's approach was not about deprivation, but about harmony, a balance between sustenance, energy, and recuperation that allowed their focus, patience, and strength to flourish naturally. Training consistently to strengthen both body and mind is at the heart of the samurai way, and it is a practice that transforms more than physical ability, it transforms character. The body and mind are inseparable in the pursuit of self-control. When the body is trained, the mind learns focus, patience, and resilience. Discipline in movement becomes discipline in thought, and the consistency of practice builds habits that extend far beyond the training space. The samurai understood that true strength was not measured by brute force alone but by the harmony of endurance, agility, and mental clarity. Exercise need not be complicated to be effective. Simple, deliberate movement performed consistently has a profound impact. Morning stretches, bodyweight exercises, and controlled breathing awaken the body while calming the mind. Each repetition becomes a meditation, each set a lesson in patience and self-regulation. The samurai trained in such a way that their actions were precise, economical, and mindful, avoiding unnecessary motion and cultivating efficiency. By focusing on quality over quantity, you allow your body to develop strength and flexibility without overwhelming your system, while your mind learns to maintain attention and control under strain. Consistency is key. Sporadic effort leads to uneven results, while daily practice reinforces both physical and mental resilience. The repetition itself becomes a form of training for self-discipline, teaching the mind to persevere even when the body is tired or motivation wanes. Over time, these small, deliberate actions compound, building a foundation that supports all other aspects of life. Just as a samurai would practice the same kata repeatedly until it became instinctive, consistent exercise cultivates a harmony between intention and action, so that your body responds without hesitation when discipline is required. Mental focus is intertwined with physical training. The act of moving deliberately, maintaining posture, controlling breath, and observing form is a constant lesson in presence. It is easy to go through the motions mechanically, but the samurai trained with awareness, observing each muscle and breath, each shift of weight, each moment of balance. This awareness strengthens the mind's ability to focus on the present moment, resist distraction, and act intentionally. By integrating mindfulness into your training, every movement becomes an opportunity to hone both body and mind simultaneously. Training also involves respecting limits and understanding recovery. The samurai did not push recklessly. They recognized that overexertion weakens the body and clouds the mind. Adequate rest between sessions, listening to the body's signals, and gradually increasing intensity ensures that progress is steady and sustainable. This balance mirrors life itself. Discipline is not about relentless force but about measured, consistent effort. By cultivating a practice that blends physical challenge with mindful observation, you strengthen not only your muscles and endurance but your ability to remain centered and controlled under pressure. Physical training becomes a language through which self-mastery is expressed. The rhythm of breath, the precision of movement, and the steadying of the mind under fatigue all teach lessons in patience, persistence, and awareness. Each session reinforces the connection between body and mind, showing that strength is not just in what the body can do, but in the clarity, focus, and calmness the mind maintains while the body acts. Through consistent training, you cultivate a vessel capable of carrying your intentions into the world with precision, resilience, and unshakable control. Practicing meditation and reflection to master mental clarity is one of the most powerful tools a samurai has in perfecting self-control. The mind is like water. When it is still, it reflects reality clearly, but when it is disturbed, everything becomes distorted. The samurai knew that external challenges are easier to face when the internal landscape is calm and disciplined. Mental clarity does not come from avoidance of thought or emotion, but from understanding them, observing them, and learning to act from awareness rather than impulse. Meditation is the practice that trains the mind to remain steady, to observe without judgment, and to respond with intention in every moment. Meditation does not need to be complicated. Sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and allowing thoughts to pass without attachment is a simple yet profound exercise. Each inhalation and exhalation grounds you in the present moment, anchoring the mind to a rhythm that cannot be hurried. The samurai often used breathing techniques to center themselves before battle, understanding that clarity in thought is as crucial as precision in action. When practiced consistently, meditation strengthens the ability to notice distractions, impulses, or emotional reactions before they dictate behavior, giving you the power to choose your response rather than reacting automatically. Reflection is a natural complement to meditation. Taking time to consider your actions, decisions, and intentions cultivates insight and self-awareness. The samurai would often reflect on their day, their training, and their conduct, seeking lessons in every experience. Reflection allows you to identify patterns of thought that lead to impulsive actions or unnecessary stress, giving you the opportunity to adjust and improve. Journaling, quiet contemplation, or even walking mindfully can serve this purpose, providing clarity about your priorities, your progress, and areas where control can be strengthened. Mental clarity also benefits from consistency and environment. Just as the samurai prepared their surroundings for practice, creating a space free from clutter and distraction supports focus. Silence, minimalism, and deliberate rituals help the mind settle and sharpen. Over time, this practice trains the mind to find calm even in chaos, allowing you to navigate daily challenges with composure and precision. The clearer your mind becomes, the easier it is to act decisively, prioritize effectively, and resist impulses that weaken self-discipline. Another aspect of mastering mental clarity is learning to observe without judgment. Thoughts and emotions will arise: anger, impatience, doubt, or desire, but noticing them without immediately reacting trains restraint and awareness. The samurai understood that the mind is a tool, and like any tool, it must be handled with care and skill. By observing without attachment, you create space between stimulus and reaction, giving yourself control over your choices rather than being controlled by circumstance. Meditation and reflection together form a cycle of growth. Meditation trains presence, steadiness, and calm. Reflection brings insight, understanding, and refinement. This practice strengthens the mind's resilience, sharpens focus, and nurtures patience. It allows you to approach life with the clarity and precision of a trained warrior, seeing situations for what they are and responding in a manner aligned with your intentions. The process is gradual, but with dedication, your mental landscape becomes stable, clear, and capable of supporting unwavering self-control. Simplifying your surroundings to sharpen focus and discipline is a principle the samurai lived by, and it extends far beyond physical tidiness. The environment we inhabit has a profound influence on our mind and behavior. Clutter, noise, and unnecessary distractions scatter attention and weaken self-control, while simplicity cultivates clarity, calm, and purpose. By consciously choosing what to allow into your space, you create an atmosphere that supports discipline and nurtures the ability to act intentionally. Every object, habit, and commitment carries weight. Minimizing what is non-essential frees energy and attention for what truly matters. The samurai embraced minimalism not as deprivation, but as a way to maintain readiness and focus. Every tool, every weapon, and every practice served a specific purpose. Nothing was extraneous because extraneous things divide attention and dilute effectiveness. You can apply the same mindset in your daily life. Simplifying your physical space, clearing your desk, organizing your belongings, and keeping only what is useful, reduces mental friction and creates a sense of order. When your surroundings are intentional, your mind mirrors that intentionality, and self-control becomes a natural extension of the environment you inhabit. Lifestyle simplification also involves managing your commitments and routines. Overscheduling, saying yes to every request, and constantly chasing tasks can overwhelm the mind, leaving little room for deliberate action. By prioritizing essential activities and aligning them with your goals, you reinforce control over your time and attention. The samurai carefully chose how to spend their hours, focusing on training, study, and reflection, avoiding distractions that could weaken their focus. In modern life, this can mean setting boundaries, establishing routines that support your growth, and consciously eliminating obligations that do not serve your purpose. Even your digital environment affects discipline. Notifications, endless scrolling, and fragmented attention steal mental energy. Creating digital boundaries, turning off non-essential alerts, organizing files and apps, and using technology deliberately, mirrors the samurai's approach to possessions. By controlling the flow of information and reducing constant stimulation, you protect your mind's capacity to focus and act intentionally. Simplicity in lifestyle is not about avoiding the world but about engaging with it on your own terms, choosing what deserves your energy and attention. The process of simplification is gradual and requires awareness. Begin by observing where your attention is pulled unnecessarily, where clutter accumulates, and which habits drain your energy. Then take deliberate steps to remove or reduce these influences. Each small adjustment reinforces the practice of self-discipline and strengthens your capacity for focus. As you cultivate simplicity, your mind becomes quieter, your decisions clearer, and your actions more deliberate. By aligning your environment with your intentions, you create a support system for self-control. Simplicity reduces internal resistance, allowing focus and discipline to flourish naturally. The samurai understood that mastery over the external world mirrors mastery over the internal. Each choice to simplify, whether physical, mental, or digital, reinforces your ability to act with purpose, respond with clarity, and maintain control under pressure. The more you simplify, the more effortless self-discipline becomes, and the more your energy and attention are available for what truly matters in life. Once you begin walking this path, the results ripple through every part of your life. Self-control is no longer a struggle or a fleeting effort, it becomes a natural extension of who you are. Like the samurai, you learn to act with precision, to think with clarity, and to move through the world with calm purpose. Every morning you rise with intention, every meal you consume mindfully, every motion you practice with focus, every moment you spend in reflection, and every choice to simplify your surroundings reinforces the strength within you. Self-control is not about denying life or fighting against yourself, it is about aligning with your highest potential, shaping your body, mind, and environment so that every action flows from awareness and purpose. It is a discipline that empowers you to face challenges without fear, to respond rather than react, and to carry yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who is fully in command of their life. The journey is continuous, but each step makes you stronger, sharper, and more grounded. In mastering yourself, you gain freedom from distraction, from chaos, from impulses that scatter your energy. You step into a life where your actions are deliberate, your decisions intentional, and your presence unwavering. This is the way of the samurai, and it is a way that is available to anyone willing to commit to the practice of discipline, awareness, and clarity. Embrace it fully, and you will find that the greatest victory is not over others, but over the restless, undisciplined parts of your own mind. In that victory, you discover true strength, unwavering focus, and a life lived with purpose, mastery, and honor.